good day everyone. Today we're talking about globalization and its impact on global communication. Well, before we start, we have to know first what is globalization.
Globalization, the process by which business or other organization develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. Can also mean the speed up of movements and exchange of human beings, goods and services, capital, technologies, or cultural practices all over the planet.
Now that we know what globalization is, let's proceed to the main topic. How is the globalization impact the global communication? We do have four main points for that. First point is availability of information.
Globalization made the information more available. Companies invest on the improvements of communication as it made them easier to market their products. They made it possible for the communication device to be available to the people, which the people use to access the World Wide Web, where the companies let the information of their products to flow.
Think about it. The ads we seeing on Facebook, the when we watch video on YouTube, even when we search in web through Google, there are ads. They don't put it out there for free. The companies who put out those ads pays Google, Facebook, and YouTube for it, which the companies used to make platform run. So basically, companies pursuing globalization is making the platform that we usually use to gather information run. Second point is business conduct.
Globalization changed the business conduct by making use of the improvements that it incites on global communication. Company meetings, business deals, and order requests is now possible even in a long distance. They make use of the communications possibilities they unlock by contributing to the development of global communication. Almost every company in the nation now make use of it to communicate, promote, or share information.
It is well known to us that the globalization is the one who brought forth satellite, cell towers, and computers. Well, because of that method, for long distance communication was created specially apps. We have Skype, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, emails, and other applications that allows an individual to connect regardless of distance. Almost all of the companies now make use of those applications. Meetings are now held online for convenience, especially now because of the pandemic. Emails are used for the company employees to reach out to each other and discuss business. And as I mentioned earlier, we have ads on internet too. If you compare it to the early years, it really improved significantly. Now, moving on to the third point, social awareness.
Globalization made possible the availability of information with ease. It created an awareness to the people. Here enters the social media. People from all over the world can now have a connection with each other. Groups are formed either for religious purpose, political purpose, business purpose, or even just because of a TV show. Either way, it made the people aware of what is happening with the world.
As I mentioned earlier on the availability of the information about social media platform, how globalization made it possible. Because now, to be honest, most of our life was directed to those platforms on the net, which made us aware of what is happening with the world. Almost everyone has an account on those platforms. Everyone, including politicians, activists, even the news companies have their own pages. So whenever we go to those sites, we can see them sometimes, even not intentionally, as our friends can share the information through those sites. Just a note too, you have to be careful relying on those sites for our social media awareness, because not all of the things posted on the internet is true. So make sure to follow and believe only those who credible source that was fact checked. Okay, so now we're at our last point, which is not really positive, if I may say so. So it is the dilemma.
Most of the countries of the world got a major benefit of being able to communicate globally through globalization, thus further improving the country. Though not all of the countries have that ease of access. Take Africa for an example. Most of its residents don't have an access to mobile phones or internet. It made clear the connections between globalization and global communication. Improvements of a country or a company means improvements on its communication and vice versa.
As stated, not every country can match the pace of globalization. Even our country can't match up to it. We are barely catching up. Most of them are not so well. Some countries can avail the resources needed to be updated with the current communication improvements in the world. The best example right now is the 5G. Other countries already have it, but we don't have it. Also, internet speed compared to the countries were like snail or turtle. Should we find analogy since slow but it works somehow?
In conclusion, globalization provides a demand for the global communication to improve.
Because global communication is an important aspect of globalization.
That's why globalization provides resources for the global communication to grow, such as raw materials and funding for the research of improvements, faster internet, stronger signals, more secure connection. Globalization have a symbiotic relationship with the global communication, whereas they both grow proportionally.
It is an endless cycle. Globalization will make the global communication improve, which it will use to further improve itself. Further, so as long as there's no handles, the improvement will go on and go on and go on. I just wish that our country can keep up, but that's all from me about the impact of globalization on global communication. Thank you po.